In the land of Judea, nestled amidst lush gardens and rolling hills, there lived a young girl named Salome. She was known far and wide as the daughter of Herodias, residing in a grand palace adorned with marble pillars and shimmering fountains, the lavish hallways with flickering torches and a rich aroma from the exotic spices. She was a delicate blossom ensnared within the thorns of her mother's ambition. Beyond her royal title, Salome had a gentle spirit and a heart brimming with kindness. From her earliest memories, she was groomed for one purpose only: to captivate and control. Her mother, Herodias, a woman of beauty and cunning, saw in her daughter a weapon to wield against their enemies, a tool to secure her own rise to power. And so the daughter of Herodias danced, her movements a mesmerizing blend of grace and manipulation, her eyes betraying a soul burdened by the weight of her mother's schemes. One evening, as the golden sun dipped below the horizon, King Herod Antipas invited nobles and dignitaries from across the realm to a grand feast in his palace. Among the guests was Salome, her heart fluttering with excitement and anticipation. As the feast commenced, musicians filled the air with melodies and dancers twirled gracefully across the marble floor. Salome's eyes sparkled with joy as she joined the dancers, her movements fluid and mesmerizing. The wine flowing freely and the music echoing through the halls that she danced before the eyes of Herod Antipas, the ruler of Galilee. Her every step was calculated, each sway of her hips a subtle entreaty for his favor. Her mother had planned for this moment for years, practically her whole life. Throughout the dancers would cover and dance around her, so Salome could make quick changes into different gowns to only reveal another spectacular outfit and jewelry. She certainly held the king's eyes, and all the planning enhanced her dancing. Her movements were like poetry in motion, captivating all who beheld her. And the king, a man intoxicated by her beauty and the promise of fleeting pleasure, made her an offer he would soon come to regret. King Antipas, his gaze fixed upon Salome, was enraptured by her beauty and grace. "Ask me whatever you wish," he declared, his voice slurred with wine and desire. "Even unto half my kingdom, it shall be yours." Salome's heart swelled with a mixture of pride and uncertainty. She had been schooled in the art of manipulation from birth. She knew the power of her silence. She was also aware of her mother's desired power and influence. She cast her gaze upon her mother, whose eyes burned with a fierce hunger for revenge, and with a trembling voice, she whispered her request into her mother's ear. Queen Herodias' lips curled into a satisfied smile as she turned to the king. "I wish for the head of John the Baptist on a platter," she announced. Her voice was firm and resolute. The king's joy turned to horror as the weight of her request settled upon him. But he could not deny the request of his beloved. Bound by his oath and the eyes of his guest upon him, he ordered the execution of John the Baptist, a righteous man who had spoken out against the injustice of the kingdom. As Salome watched the events unfold, a sense of unease settled upon her. She had not fully comprehended the consequences of her request, nor had she considered the weight of her actions. In her desire to please her mother and gain favor with the king, She had unwittingly become complicit in a great tragedy. In the days that followed, Salome grappled with feelings of guilt and remorse. She wandered the palace halls, her footsteps echoing in the silence as she searched for solace and forgiveness. Amidst the darkness, a glimmer of hope emerged, a flicker of redemption beckoning to her from afar. For in the depths of her despair, she found herself drawn to the teachings of a new prophet, a man called Jesus of Nazareth. And in his words of mercy and forgiveness, she glimpsed the possibility of a second chance, a chance to break free from the shackles of her past and forge a new path towards redemption. And so, with the trembling hands and a contrite heart, the daughter of Herodias set forth on a journey of repentance. Guided by the light of grace and the promise of salvation, though she could never undo the past, the road ahead was fraught with uncertainty. She walked it with courage and humility. She had now vowed on her path to choose redemption, forgiveness, and love. I'll follow you, I'll follow you, I'll follow you, follow to the end of time. Follow you, I'll follow you, I'll follow you, follow to the end of time. Choices that I made, price I had to pay. Understanding you can do much better in my life. Choices that I made, the price I had to pay. Understanding you can do much better in my life. I could have made better choices in my life, and now I'm standing here asking for grace and some mercy on my life. I'm asking for grace and mercy, asking for grace and some mercy on my life. Follow you to the end of time, asking for grace and some mercy on my life. I'll follow you, Lord, till the end. I'll follow you, I'll follow you, I'll follow you, follow to the end of time. Follow you, I'll follow you, I'll follow you, follow to the end of time. Follow you, I'll follow you, follow you, follow to the end of time. Follow you, I'll follow you, I'll follow you, follow to the end of time.